let's play a game of sweet or spicy. Be sure to leave your comment. But this is going to be from the Assassin's Saint. This is Book 3 in Dante's Ascension of the Treblon family saga. So if you're into grim, bright mammal romance, this is a delight. So this is a sweet scene between the boys. As they say, no rest for the wicked. Shoving the note back into my coat, I grab the gold. Looks like Henry has an emergency. My heart drums so loudly I fear he would hear it and know I lied. Sorry, love. Looks like we'll have to celebrate tonight's win when I get back. How long are you going to be gone this time? John gave me a skeptical look, though the aim was off. I'm buying a horse, I assured him. Give me a good 3, maybe 4 days from where the location is? Half-truths. That's my best bet, like Ashton implied. Now, John sat up with a look of alarm. You're headed into the battlefield. Wincing, I confessed, well, to the west of it, meeting a correspondent there that's in need of medical supplies. Just helping where I can. I owe it to Henry, considering all he's done. I lied some more, a knot building in my chest. Has done for us, I added, as if that would ease my discomfort or the horrid expression of disbelief on his face. Right. John stood and kissed me, lips parting just enough for him to whisper, just come back in one piece, will you? He gripped my shoulders and shook me, and stopped sugarcoating things. I'm no child. That's clearly the guild's seal on a apothecary's sign, and only sealed letters you would lie about would be from them. I am an educated man, Dante. The sound of a wax seal breaking is apparent, and it's not like the house or tower just sends you gold out of the blue. I kissed him back. You remind me every day of your uncanny ability to read me like an open book. Is that something only a saint can do? John laughed. Perhaps. What are you really doing? Taking out some mercenaries that took someone from Leafseed? I confessed, and the knot in my chest let loose. That's all I have. I pulled the paper out and handed it to him in defeat, lighting the lantern. No more secrets. Wasn't that the promise we made in the library? He's not a child, and we both know if he thinks I may be in trouble, he'll follow me to the depths of the underworld like a lost puppy. Ah, so that is all you have to go on. Scratching his jaw, John hummed as he read it. Leafseed. Who did they take? No idea, but if the guild sees value in them, they must be important. Clearly, they have something the Fallen Arbor wants. I'd say it's worthwhile rescuing them, no? Agreed. John heaved a sigh. I'll pack my... You can't go. My voice cut him short. Let me do this one alone. I can't go, he echoed, disheartened. I shouldn't go. You're right. I imagine it being guild business is reason enough, but his hand subconsciously touched his healed wound. I'm in no rush to endure an injury like that again anytime soon. It nearly killed us both, Dante. Are you going to be okay alone? I imagine they would only assign me things I can handle. I started to change into fresh clothes. It's not in the guild's interest to kill the last remaining blood prince of the house anyhow. That's one way to think of this. John placed the paper on the desk. Just come back to me in one piece, and not so ravenous as your last visit to the battlefields. It was a weak attempt to make light of what we were both afraid of. Remember to dodge. I paused, glad that my face had been hidden under the shirt I was pulling on. Right. So that's a sweet moment with that. Now, here we go for a spicy moment. Damn it, can you light the lamp? John demanded. Why? I can see fine. I stepped closer, but John didn't follow, locking eyes onto the darkness assumed to be me. John reached out blindly, groping air. At least tell me how close I'm getting. Twisting, he didn't rotate far enough to even face the table as he swiped out and I offered a hand. Not you, John blustered and tossed my hand back at me, laughing. To the table and lantern. My heart fluttered as I closed the gap between us, cupping his jaw with a hand to kiss him deeply. Our lips hot, reconnected after the day's torment. John froze at first. But soon his lips parted to let our tongues dance with one another. A moan, the taste, the heat of him filling me. The kiss at the bathhouse had left me wanting, and I could let the guarded walls fall away completely here. John gripped the front of my shirt and pulled me closer, his fumbling fingers wrestling with the fasteners on it. Each brush and press of his knuckles made my heart stutter. The heated silk of his tongue against my own sent a shiver through me as his blood trickled between us. Perhaps I was the one feeling flustered and impatient to come home. John tugged at the same button, unable to get it to come free. I couldn't focus on the lustful wants anymore. A half laugh broke the kiss as I pulled back just far enough to pull the shirt over my head, dropping it to the floor with a thud. I could still smell the lasting scent of lavender and elderflower on his skin. John's heart raced, the pattering of it exciting as his own eagerness goaded him to jerk his shirt from his pants and tug it up his lithe body. Before he could pull his shirt all the way off, I pushed him backward. John tangled in his shirt while my fingers were nimbly unfastening his trousers. Unlike his attempt, I was smooth and thorough, not one motion wasted on the wrestling away the garment. A grunt escaped John as his thighs hit the edge of the table, and I snorted, pushing his pants open and off his hips. I ran a flat palm across his torso, over his navel and chest before following the path back down. My breath hitched, the rush of my own arousal and delight to touch his bare body, filling every cell with yearning. John was breathing faster, inhaling swiftly every time my hand slid daringly close to the places farther down, but I stopped short each time. John still hadn't pulled the shirt over his head. Shaking his head, he broke from my spell. He was wiggling and frantic now, my actions hindering John's escape, his elbows and head tangled with the fabric. "You're like a fish caught in a net," I huffed, gliding both of my hands up his torso, dawdling to delay the process to set him free just yet. "Though I'll make for a horrible fisherman if I set you loose now, no?" I cooed. "Dante, just please help me," John sputtered in defeat before shuddering under my touch. So, I think that's a spicy moment. I like those little fun giggles. But you can pick up this book that just came out in October, as well as pre-order the next in the series. So there is a total of 5 books technically up for sale, but you can also join my art team. Links in the bio.